Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to walk through the process of importing ActorCore models to Unity via Auto Setup, and then applying motions to them and doing some brief editing with Unity Animator. The new Auto Setup workflow lets you quickly import any Reallusion compatible motions and apply them to your ActorCore model in Unity and edit further animated details like facial expressions. To get started, first download Unity Auto Setup from the ActorCore page. You can learn more about the installation process in the download and installation guide video. Once installed, you can simply drag and drop your model and motion folders into the Unity Assets folder for your project. Be sure to set the animation type for both actor and motion to humanoid. From there, you'll find an Import Characters command in the Reallusion menu item, which will auto-detect your character model and prompt you to build the materials. Once that's done, you can preview your model's result in the Importer tab via the Preview button in the top right. That's the simple import process. Now let's move on to Animation Preview and Adjustment. You'll find icons for Character Preview and Animation Retargeting tools on the right as well. In the Character Preview window, you can select your desired model, as well as preview animation, not to mention drag and drop motions from your asset folder. You can play back to preview the results. There are also various gizmos to preview aspects of your model's facial expression, like opening or closing the mouth and eyes, as well as eye movement. Not to mention some various expression templates that you might be familiar with from iClone and CC. If your imported motion includes facial animation data, clicking the double mask icon in the Animation Retargeting tools will synchronize the blend shapes by copying them to the relevant parts of your scene model. After which, you'll see the proper facial movement upon preview. You can also fine-tune your model's body animations via the Animation Retargeting tools. There are options for hand gesture positions, as well as different sliders to adjust positioning of major body parts. Be aware that these adjustments will affect the entire duration of the animation and cannot be keyframed. Saving the changes will generate a completely independent animation that you can also load and preview, and there is an additional option to copy and retarget all blend shape animations to other characters in the scene. Again, keep in mind that the preview can only be used in scene mode. So next, let's look at animation in gameplay mode. In your character's inspector properties, you'll find a controller parameter under Animator. There is a temporary one already assigned, and you can also create your own one by using the right-click menu as well. Open up the assigned Animator controller and delete the default state. And drag in the motion you want, being sure to connect it to the entry node with a transition. Now once you hit play, your character model will automatically pop into that animation. You can easily connect multiple motions in your animator graph as well. Again, be sure to set their animation type to humanoid before applying them to your model. Simply use the same workflow to create a transition between the two motions, and hit play to preview. When combining motions like this, it's best to ensure that they have a decently natural transition between the end of the first animation and the beginning of the second. This can be achieved with simple motion editing in iClone if your motions aren't optimized for being combined in this way. If your model has a standard Reallusion rig, you can apply any Reallusion motions to it, including those from ActorCore. You can also easily generate a Reallusion rig for your custom models within minutes, which is covered in the AccuRig tutorials. Here I'm importing in a custom cartoon wolf model along with a motion from ActorCore. Again, be sure to define the animation type for both as humanoid before anything. Here I'm going to create my own custom animator controller and bring that imported motion directly over to be linked with the entry node in my animator. Naturally, be sure that your model is assigned that new animator controller in order to get the motion applied to it. If you find that your character's feet are drifting like this result here, you can check the foot IK box in the properties of your motion in the animator. This will generate a better result with reduced foot sliding. You can also retarget your ActorCore motions to Unity characters with different bone structures as well. Here I'm importing in a custom Blue Man model, being sure again to define him as humanoid. With avatar definition set to create from this model, let's hit configure to check the retargeting. You'll notice that the spine 02X bone is not defined here, so let's go and define it as the retargeted chest bone and hit done. Now we can apply that same animator controller to Blue Man, and you'll see the same animated result as with our custom wolf character model. Both are fully compatible with the motion we brought in from ActorCore. That's about it for this Unity Auto Setup tutorial, guys. As you can see, it's easier than ever to get your Reallusion model and motion assets into Unity, as well as edit and reapply them to custom models. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.